Is that music?
It's a good choice.
Hey, well played.
We got no ship. No crew. How are we gonna get out of this one?
We will find hope in the impossible.
Movie Month. It is my 4th annual movie month. I'll watch 30 movies that I've never seen in 30 days. Saturday on my couch, I just watched movie 17. Ba, 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 ba. Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 17 of Fans Not Expert Movie Month. It's noontime right now, and I just finished today's movie from 2016, Star Trek Beyond. It's the third movie of the Star Trek reboot. I quite enjoy it, but guess what? I enjoy Star Trek. I'm not a Trekkie or a Trekker, but I want to be. If you've ever listened to the show before, I did Star Trek Into Darkness, previously, and I, at one point, wanted to watch every episode of Star Trek and every movie, and I think I've seen all the movies over the years, but I wanted to do it all kind of in order. So I started with the original series. I watched the first season, and I kind of got stuck in the second season. Someday I'm going to watch them all. I swear I'm going to do it. But, that was like 5 years ago, 7 years ago, whatever. It was a long time ago. But today I am all caught up with the movies, with the third in this new trilogy of Star Trek Beyond. And I looked up on Box Office Mojo, because I like to do that from time to time. This was the least successful of the three J.J. Abrams universe of Star Trek. He directed the first two, produced this one. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I liked it. I heard people say that it was like an episode of Star Trek, kind of stretched out over a movie, which is, I don't know. I don't know what that means. I mean, aren't they all kind of like that? And I enjoyed it. I love the Star Trek crew. Like the characters, and they have great actors playing the characters in this reboot. So, what was the movie about? They go, what are they called? The Star Trek people? So the crew of the Enterprise find this female alien lady who needs help. So they go and help her, but she actually just used them to try to get her crew, her people free by setting up his people with a big bad guy named Krull, whatever the hell his name is. And so they, Krull ruins the Enterprise, but they fight back and win in the end. Look, I'm not going to go into the details. It's a Star Trek movie. There's an alien, there's bad aliens, there's good aliens. And there's this like alien with like a white face. And I remember seeing all the pictures and stuff, and I thought she was going to be a bad guy, but she was a good guy. And that was good. I liked it. She hung out with Scotty a lot. I remember people saying, "Oh God, there's in the trailer, oh, it's a Justin Lin Star Trek movie, so it's Fast and Furious Star Trek. There's a motorcycle chase." But they did put a motorcycle in there, but it made sense if you watch the movie why a motorcycle was there. And, there's, the Beastie Boys. But I'm sorry, the Beastie Boys were in the first Star Trek movie in the car that young Kirk was driving. J.J. Abrams loves the Beastie Boys. He put them in the movie. It's funny, as the guy who was the radio DJ in that first one, Greg Grunberg, I'm saying it wrong. That's J.J. Abrams' lucky charm. He puts him in everything. He was in this, but he was also the radio DJ in the first Star Trek. He's been in the Star Wars movies. He's everywhere. But there was a callback to the first Star Trek when the first, Star Trek, these movies, not the original cast. they started playing Beastie Boys. I had a feeling it was going to be that, and Kirk was like, good choice. And they even joked about it being classical music. And I what I do like is, and I know I'm going back to something else where the Ghostbusters movie was just a whole new movie. They didn't pay homage to the past as far as the past actually happening. Now, what's different is that this movie is all the same characters. So you can't be like the past already happened, except they figured out a way to do it with time travel and different timelines. And there was the timeline of Star Trek that we knew. And then there's this timeline of Star Trek that kind of is an offshoot of it. And both Star Trek worlds exist in the world of Star Trek, which is saying Star Trek a lot. And they even tied that into this movie with Spock Prime, the original Spock, Leonard Nimoy passing away, and Spock in this movie passed away. There's a nice shot where this Spock goes through that Spock stuff and sees a picture of the old crew, and they show the whole crew there, and it was really cool to see. I don't know if that was Star Trek 4, 5, or 6. I think it was around that time. I'm probably wrong, but it was like they were older already. And the sad thing about this movie is this is the last Star Trek movie that Anton Yelchin was in, and before he had that like crazy accident where he got crushed by his own Jeep, I believe it was, and killed. And it's weird. It's not weird. It's they reference they paid a little tribute to him with a title card at the end of the movie, him and Leonard Nimoy. I'm also watching this cartoon on Netflix where he's the voice of the main character, and they've ended a few episodes saying, dedicated to Anton Yelchin. So that's just sad. And I don't want to focus on that too much. It's just a horrible story. But this movie was fun. I've seen Chris Pine a couple times this week already, and he's enjoyable. He's just an enjoyable actor. Like, I don't know if it's the way he pronounces things so very nicely, that it's his delivery of just like the good old American, kind of, shucks, I'm cool, and I'm here to save the day guy. I don't know. He pulls it off, whatever it is. The whole cast pulls it off in these movies. And it's funny that Simon Pegg plays Scotty. Now he's written his own movies, he's starred in his own movies, and he actually is the co-writer of this movie. So they actually gave Simon Pegg the chance to write the Star Trek movie, which I think was really cool. Now, my concern is with this being it's still very successful. It's just not so successful in the States. Does that lessen the chance of more movies? But Internet Movie Database still shows a 4th Star Trek movie happening. So I have my fingers crossed because I want to see more with these guys. And it's funny because Star Trek, there's so many things. There's been, and it's not just, this being a reboot of the original Star Trek movie, but every other Star Trek thing that's happened has been kind of an offshoot of the original show. There's been spin-offs, been shows with different crews, been shows that have been on, space stations. And there's going to be a new Star Trek show that's coming directly only to the CBS streaming service, which they're trying to build. And I want to watch it. I'm going to watch it. I don't know if I want to pay CBS, so I might do the thing where you get 7 days free, you join up, watch every episode, and then you cancel. I might try that, among other things. Wink wink. But I am looking forward to see. I wish, to me, I would like, I wish it was good enough that they put it on the regular CBS. Why wouldn't they do that? They should do that. Why am I going to pay more? NBC, I can watch streaming for free. CBS is the only station that doesn't have free streaming, which I guess they can get away with because I feel like their crowd's already older already, so they don't feel the need, But my mother watches the show on streaming, which is like The Good Fight with the Good Wife. She's into it. So, but she's, she really wanted to watch that show. So I don't know if she's stuck with CBS All Access. I have no idea. But either way, I'm going to watch the Star Trek movie. I'm kind of I'm rambling now, but J.J. Abrams directed the first two. The first one I really liked. The second one was okay. I didn't care for it as much, and this one I thought was enjoyable. And the surprise of who the villain was, or not even like who he was as far as a character, but who the actor was. Totally did not see that. I had no idea this guy was in it. I'm not going to say who it is. I don't even know if it was supposed to be a secret or anything, but I thought Justin Lin did a fine job. I hope that we get more. And I'm done because I have things to do today. I already walked my dog this morning. Now it's 12:20. My wife is off getting her hair, cut, colored. I don't know what the hell she does. Why? Because today is a busy day in my life. At 2 o'clock, I have a graduation party, high school graduation party. And at 6 o'clock, I'm heading over to a 40th birthday party for two friends. And we're actually the party starts at 7, but we got roped into helping and set things up, which is fine because, they've it's doing our little part. That's their gift. I'm not giving them anything. Pff, screw that. Just kidding. But yeah, that's my day. So I have an outfit. I got a wardrobe change also because my wife has clothes for me that she's picked out that I was not allowed to wear until today. So excited to see if they fit. I hope they do. And, that's it. Tomorrow's Father's Day. Got to cook for the old man and do some grilling. Watch some wrestling at night. Yeah. That's my life. That is my life. I got nothing else. Thank you guys for listening. Oh, Star Trek Beyond. I watched it on Hulu. It was on Hulu. I don't think of Hulu. Hulu's like not the first place I go to for movies. Movies, the first thing I think of, honestly, is like renting them through Google. Going to HBO to see what's on there, then Netflix, because Netflix I'm more of a TV show guy, but maybe there's a good movie on there. Then maybe the WWE Network. Okay, I'm kidding about that. And then then Amazon, I'll check to see what's there, but Hulu I never think to go. And there's been a couple of movies that I've watched that have been on Hulu. Even though I watched Everybody Wants Some on Amazon, it was on Hulu too. I didn't even know that. And so I went through the Hulu movies, and there's some movies I'd want to watch, but probably not for the movie month, But you never know. I still have 13 other movies to go after today. And I don't know if I have 13 movies lined up. We shall see. It's pretty exciting. Thank you, everybody, for listening. You can find me on Twitter at Geek Mentality. You can find us on Facebook, us at Fans Not Experts. And the website's fansnotexperts.com. And the hashtag everywhere on Instagram, on Google, on Twitter, on Facebook is hashtag FNE Movie Month. Okay? Live long, prosper, and that's it. This is my theme song. Let's see how long I can hold this. No, not that long. This is my podcast. I made it. Geek Mentality's what I named it. And I think you should listen and subscribe. 'Cause I'm kinda funny and awesome. I think that I'm worth your time, and I'm kinda handsome. My mom says, please listen and please subscribe. At least listen to this episode. Fans Not Experts.